What's up YouTube, it's your boy Kakashi Crypto, aka Cash. Alright, so in this video it's going to be very short because I have a lot to do today and I'm just going to keep it super concise.
Chiefly, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Having money on my mind and having money in my pocket. Bone marrow roasted, spread it on the rosemary bread, lightly toasted, drizzle with the vinaigrette.
Looking at the markets, we have seen a lot of red. I thought yesterday that Donald Trump announcing there would be a vaccine would sort of boost the market, but that was not the case. Ultimately, the biggest gainers in the top 100 have been the following coins: Loopring, Ren, Status, not many big gainers. Lower cap coins have done quite well. One being Celius, not Celsius, unilayer. This is basically I believe to be the equivalent of unitrade. I regret not getting into this coin because my unitrade trade was not as profitable as this. Because of work, I wasn't able to capitalize on the gains, but I still made a profit anyway. Yeah, if you guys are interested in trading Uniswap with a professional type visual feature, then I would suggest looking at this. This says that they fall under the NFT categories. I would need to do some more research onto this, guys, but I just thought I'd brought it to attention. Unitrade and Unilayer, both Uniswap exchange platforms, layer 2 platforms. So that's that. Another coin that I wanted to talk about was Encore. So I entered this coin. I did buy the LP and I have made, I don't know, like £20 in terms of interest for my Encore, but the price has been slaughtered. All DeFi coins have been slaughtered in the last 24 hours. Like, everything just tanked, which is very, very sad to see. I'm hoping that this recovers, because I also did buy the underlying token and I'm not I'm not in the green right now, and that is not a nice feeling. But I'm gonna hodl and add to my position so I can break even and then exit this coin, given that it doesn't continue to tank. But that is that, guys. What I wanted to talk about briefly before I go into the news today and do some tea on Chainlink is Celius. So I've not figured out why this is a big coin, but this coin will be a popular coin. I do believe it will start to challenge the likes of Crypto.com and also Binance, simply for the fact that well, first of all, you need to go on their website, read the white paper, but just to summarize it for you guys, because I know some of you are lazy. But essentially, with this Celius network, it's another DeFi platform. It's like a bank sort of thing, but you can earn interest. So you can choose to earn interest in the native token. Sorry, you can choose to earn interest in the underlying asset that you've put in. So let's say Ethereum, Bitcoin, or you can choose to earn interest in their native token, which is Celius. The only difference is that when you choose to earn interest with the Celius token, you can get up to 22% APY a year, which is just crazy. Crypto.com, they're offering I think up to 18%, but that's with certain criteria. If you stake a certain amount of CRO, I'm sure it might be a similar thing here. I haven't done the full research, but the fact that you can get up to 22%, that's crazy. Even if it's something like 15, 18%. 20% just for just for holding your tokens on their platform, that would be phenomenal. So ultimately that is something to consider, guys. And looking at the market cap in comparison to Crypto.com, Binance, all of those similar DeFi sort of banking platforms, crypto banking platforms, this coin here only has a market cap of 430 million. So there is a lot of growth there. I believe Crypto.com has a market cap around 4 billion, maybe 5 billion. So this could potentially 10x. This coin could get, hypothetically, to around depending on the supply, that is, it could get to, I don't know, anywhere from $5 to $10. But don't quote me on that. It's just hypothetical, just to give you the wider perspective of the growth potential. But yeah, we can see here it's had an all-time high in the last 24 hours of $1.32, and actually looking at this all-time high of all time, $1.47, and that was in the last 3 days or so. So has had a nice pullback, but this coin, it just continues to have like a steady incline. In the last 14 days, last 30 days, you can see here. That's phenomenal. In the last 30 days, it's done a 2x, a 19x in, the last year or so. So I'm definitely gonna have to put this coin on my radar. Talking of coins to put on your radar, guys, I know I've talked about this previously, but Polkadot. So I'm not gonna read this whole article to you, but basically Polkadot, they're changing the way the cryptocurrency space is going to operate. They are adding interoperability. They don't have this yet, but this is their infrastructure. They have experienced people who have previously worked on Ethereum. I think it's Gavin Woods, his name is. He is an experienced blockchain engineer. Basically, they're adding interoperability, and then they want to make it more fair. They have several different tokens within their ecosystem, and it's just a sleeping giant. If you get in now and you hold for a long time, then you will see the gains from it. Sorry, but yeah, talking of that, Pantera Capital, they're saying that they're placing heavier bets on the DeFi ecosystem as opposed to the rest of the market, but we'll get into that a bit later on. So looking at Polkadot, basically what they're saying is that with the ICO model, which is the initial coin offering and the initial exchange offering, that's a very flawed model, simply because of the fact that when you're giving your money to a project, you don't know whether it's legit or not. All you have is a website, and you have a white paper. Nothing significant to go by. It's probably not probably. It is a gamble. It's more so a speculative play, as opposed to it being fairer for the investor. You shouldn't have to make your investment rely on just luck and the developer being an honest person. It should be a guaranteed result from your investment. So because of that fact, what they're doing is an initial parachain offering. So essentially they have, you need to go look at the white paper, but they have something called a parachain. So like, imagine there's like a circle, and at the outer side of the circle, there's like several different spikes connected to that circle, and each spike is basically a parachain. And what the project will do is connect to that parachain sort of thing, and they will get a loan from investors via the Polkadot token, and this will enable the projects to get started and get up and running. So this, I don't believe this is like you buying directly into the project, because you're loaning them the funds. So I don't know whether you're going to see capital appreciation on the loan. It's more so the Polkadot that you're loaning them, so it's more fairer. Why is it more fair? Because at the end of the day, when the project launches, you do get your funds back, and that is that's me explaining it in the most layman terms possible. If you guys do want a further breakdown, then I would just go on this article here on Cointelegraph, and you can have a full look on what it is. But that's pretty much what it is. It's a lot fairer to Polkadot system, to Polkadot holders, and just investors in general. There's more openness in terms of how things are going to work, and I do believe that this will be like the future framework on how how projects will raise funds. It's still quite early. It's only like 9 o'clock. I haven't been up for that long. Okay guys, so talking of that, Pantera Capital, a venture capitalist firm, they are saying that they're going to be placing a lot more of their funds into DeFi. And just to give this a precursor, prior to this year, they had always been a big advocator of DeFi, and the fact they were investing in DeFi when it was non-profitable, and they were so early. Like for the last 2 years or so, they weren't really profitable. But then in this year sort of thing, that's when they've seen a significant gain on their investments. And I know this from watching a variety of different videos on what the CEOs and shareholders shareholders, the board have said, or the lead employees at the company. So yeah, what they're basically saying is that DeFi will continue to be around. It's not going to be a bubble, and it's where some venture capitalist firms are placing their funds into store of value coins like Bitcoin and Bitcoin SV. They have decided to take a more aggressive, more risky approach, and they are constructing their portfolio more of DeFi coins. So this could be coins like Aave, like Crypto.com, for example, Compound. All of these coins that are still quite young. They have had significant gains in the last year, 6 months or so, especially looking at coins like Aave. But if they're saying that DeFi is not a bubble and it's going to be around for a while, then it only makes sense, guys. So that's why I want to reinforce the fact of owning coins like Polkadot, having some exposure to DeFi coins, Crypto.com, Aave. Even though it has pumped a lot, it's still worth it. It's definitely still worth it. But there has been a lot of pumpage, guys, and there will continue to be. The markets have been bleeding ultimately for a long time, but a heavy amount in the last 24 hours, in the last week or so. Just looking at coincodex.com. So in the last week or so, YFI, I'm going to put something on the screen now if I remember, but YFI, if I don't, then just go to CoinCodex and you guys can see for yourself. But YFI in the last week or so has gone down by 46%. Uniswap has gone down by 37%. SXP minus 34. UMA minus 34. And so on, guys, and so on. So Compound minus 22. Aave minus 22. So what I would recommend, guys, is just having a look on TradingView, and then from there just finding a good entry point. I know you may have bought previous tops and you might be in the negative right now, so capital management is always key. Always keep some funds on the side. I always keep saying this, but always keep some funds on the side. Or if you see your funds going down drastically, then don't be afraid to leave your position and try to re-enter at a lower price. But that's been that, guys. Looking at Chainlink, we have seen some stability in the price, and this falls in line with the article I was reading to you guys, I think around the end of September or mid-September, saying that we will bottom out at the end of September and sort of stabilize before seeing the price go up. And I did share a fractal with you guys, I believe, saying that pretty much the price will sort of do this sort of thing probably throughout October, before then starting to test newer highs sort of thing. So you could do two things. You could either wait for it to test the 200-day EMA, or you could wait for there to be a consistent level of trading / support. So this could be anywhere from this VPVR level here, which is around the $7.98 mark. There's a variety of different things you could do. Ultimately, at the moment, we are finding support at this sort of level here, which is the $8.60 mark. However, we could wick below it, as we have done here, go down to test this level of support here. I don't have a crystal ball, I can't really say, but looking at the MACD, we are seeming to be ending our bearish trend, indicated by the bullish crossover on the indicator lines, and also the slightly bullish histogram bars. However, there's not a lot of bullish volume here because simply we are I believe we are entering a consolidation phase after dumping hard. But these violent moves will just continue to get a lot more violent in the upcoming weeks and months, in my personal opinion. This is only from this is like 3-4 months of price action, guys. Let's say let's like zoom out, you know, just to give it some perspective. Okay, excuse me. You know, the bull run is going to last at least a year, 24 months, that sort of thing. This is like the first spike, in my opinion, guys. This is like the first massive parabolic movement. But this, fair enough, it could have been triggered by stimulus as well. You do need to remember that. We did see a crypto-wide surge, basically, in price, basically because of stimulus. And Trump has now, you know, come out to say that he's not going to be introducing any stimulus until after the election is done, because they're trying to strong arm him. I don't know the difference between it doesn't matter, but yeah, this has just been like the first pullback. Basically, looking at the weekly MACD, we could have, you know, further pullback to who knows what the potential price would be. But yeah, like I previously said, keep an eye on these levels here, the 8.6 and also the 6.8. This is where I believe the consolidation phases may be, and then ultimately, you know, trade sideways sort of thing, before then going to start to test, you know, newer highs, and then ultimately having, you know, more pullbacks, and hopefully finding, you know, support here, at these sort of levels here, when we do have the eventual pullback, which I do believe would be in next year. So yeah, just wait for consolidation, guys. Wait for at least, you know, a week of sideways trading like so, you know, because it's quite repetitive in terms of what to expect from the crypto markets. Pump, dump, consolidation. Pump, dump, consolidation. Pump, dump, consolidation. It's quite repetitive. Just have to zoom out, keep your eyes focused, and do not fucking buy tops, okay? Don't buy tops. Look at fucking TradingView, okay? I don't want you guys to lose your money. I want us to all get fucking filthy rich, and then we can like do bullish shit, okay? So yeah, that's just gonna be it, guys. I would go into further detail, but I have a lot to do, and I might release this video later on in the evening, who knows. Okay, bye guys, see ya, bye.